Hi and welcome to a video. This video is from the cabin. I filmed this on my actual camera and I cut out a bunch of it. Sorry, Biko's next to me if you can't tell. Oh my gosh. I cut out a bunch of this because when I use my camera, the movement, also yeah, I slow motioned that, but the movement of the camera is so intense. I don't know, I don't like how it looks. Versus the phone, I feel like has a way better movement, if that makes sense. Anyways, if you can't tell yet, that was the outhouse. There's some food I made. All right, well, it was sunny all day. And now it just got so dark. It's like, well, let's see what time it is. Okay, it's exactly 6 o'clock, per usual for the past couple months. Every time that I look at the clock, it is exactly on the hour. Anyways, so I had diarrhea this morning. This is my daily diarrhea diary. But yeah, I ate a bunch of hot Cheetos last night, dipped them into cream cheese, and I was just munching away. I knew I was having way too much. And then lo and behold, this morning I made some coffee and I was just like, oh no, oh no, oh no. I could just sense I was about to have some intense diarrhea. And lately when I've been here at the cabin, I mean for this past day, I've just popped a squat outside to go pee, just out in the woods area in nature, and I didn't go to the outhouse, so I went to the outhouse to have my diarrhea session, and that was also scary. It made it even more unenjoyable because I hadn't cleaned out the outhouse, so for all I know, it's like at nighttime, okay? It's like, for example, being here at night by myself, it's like I have to literally tell myself, do not think about those scary things. But that's just where my brain goes. When it's nighttime, I'm by myself, I think about all these scary things. When I'm on the outhouse, bathroom, toilet, same thing. It's like my brain immediately goes to these giant spiders, because I have seen spiders as big as my hand, if not bigger, that are on the bottom of wood rafts, on the water, or docks and stuff. I've seen spiders just on the back of those things. If you look underneath it, they're this big, if not bigger. So then, of course, whilst I'm sitting on the outhouse thing, I'm just thinking about those giant spiders underneath me. And I'm like, oh, all the while as I'm having diarrhea. And then I'm like, oh no, it's hot Cheeto diarrhea. I'm like, no. Luckily it wasn't too intense spiciness, I guess. But one day, this was a few months ago, I got the Trader Joe's buffalo dip. And then I added my own hot sauce into it, so it was extra spicy. Because yes, I've been dabbling with spiciness. I'm still very new to it, but yeah. Anyway, so I ate practically a whole tub of that one day, a few months ago. And then the next day I had such painful diarrhea, diarrhea. And it was because of that spiciness. And I was like, what? I am never going to eat this again. Of course, I did end up getting it kind of recently, actually. But I just didn't add the extra hot sauce because it is super good. But yeah, it's just how do people do that? Do people that eat lots of spicy food have spicy poops? Because it is not worth it. I declare. Either way, it wasn't that bad. And then what I ended up doing, because my brain kept thinking about giant spiders and I was so uncomfortable, that I ended up just sitting on top of the outhouse hole like this, and it made me feel a lot more comfortable because it felt like I was away from it in case there's a spider. This may not make sense, but either way, that's one thing that happened today. As I already mentioned, I saw 2 yesterday, 2 today, black squirrels, and apparently those are super rare. So I'm like, what are the odds? It's obviously, in my opinion, a spiritual sign. Whenever I see any sort of animal, especially out of the ordinary, I'm like, that's a sign. That's a sign. Also, whilst I was just sitting on the floor over here, a hummingbird zibbled right, which some have said is my spirit animal. Hovered right by the window. It literally was looking in at me, and I was looking at it. It hovered for a little bit, and then it zibbled away. It is amazing how quick the energy, aka also the weather, changes here. Just amazing. It'll be a hot summer's day feeling outside, and then literally within not even 2 minutes, in rolls dark clouds taking over the whole sky, and then wind, and it's all of a sudden it feels sinister and spooky and moody outside. Just quite amazing how quickly it changes. But yeah, most of my day was pretty much just spent lollygagging. I just was outside, I did that meditation, I journaled, I made some little videos for social media. I went for a little walk, drank my coffee leisurely. Like, I was planning to put on makeup and kind of look cute today, but the day flew away from me and I'm totally fine with that. That it was very leisurely, just being outside, dancing around, listening to music, just going with the flow. I didn't read anything yet today, so I do want to read more of my books at some point. Yeah, I guess not too much more to say. I'm so grateful to be here. I love being immersed in the nature. I feel like my creativity just... I don't even feel like it's my creativity. The creativity shines through me so much more extravagantly and so much more fluidly. It just comes through me so much more and easier and fluidly continuous when I'm here at the cabin and or when I'm immersed in nature in general. But I will say I will just say this quick sidetrack. I do get quite scared in nature. I'm actually really afraid of weather, scary weather, and even just being in the woods is scary. Like, I guess what I'm trying to say is I immensely love nature and I get such inspiration from being in nature, but I like to feel safe in nature. Like, I don't think I would feel quite at all this exuberant and joyous if I was like camping out in nature. It scares me to no end. Again, that's a story for another time, dears. Another time, yes indeed. So yeah, I'm very grateful to be here. I'm very grateful for the meditation that I did, the envisionments that I had of like my heart growing brighter and bigger and beautiful colors, like just bigger and bigger, and just visuals like that. And yeah, just visuals of me just living so free and so with the flow, exploring and traveling around and continuously on the go, continuously doing really awesome things, continuously sharing of it via videos and photos and sharing of my soul, you know, of my experiences, and just being in constant awe and wonder and amazement of this planet, and, you know, speaking up for the things that I am passionate about if I feel called to speak upon it, especially for me anyways. That is a lot with nature and stuff like that, and Eckhart Tolle's kind of stuff. It's being so free and so joyous and just sharing of myself so freely, creating things so joyously, and just being so creative, you know, like painting my body in rainbow colors, doing my makeup really cool, dyeing my hair pink for the day, just running around, frolicking in nature, being with other awesome people, and just, I guess as I say, sucking the marrow out of life, just mwah, delicious, you know, like, and feeling like my purpose is to share of the amazingness of life, of the beauty, the awe, the wonder, the mystique of life. Oh. So there's my little diary of the day. Deciding when to go on my trip, because I have that travel voucher, which I need to book the trip in, I think in the next 5 days or something. That's part of the reason I wanted to come to the cabin here, to kind of feel guidance of when to use, or where to go, and all that stuff, of the traveling and stuff. So I do feel like I'm called to go in July, like middle or early July, for a few weeks of my own solo travels in Europe, and then go again during Christmassy time with my mom. Ultimately, I'd love to be there just all the time, I guess. Like, I do want to go in the summer. There's this wonderful energy in the summer, and yeah. So that's how I feel. Okay. We'll see though. Peace.